Yo, what's up, family? This is your man, the true Elohim, coming back at you again with another video breaking down the significance of motivation, supporting melanated businesses, and of course, the everyday struggles of this thing we call life. And on this video, I want to talk about something that I feel a lot of people are going to be able to relate with me on. And the subject of this video, the topic of this video rather, is why I don't like jobs. I don't support the whole corporate energy stuff. And why I think that we need not to waste our lives getting up, going to work for somebody else when we can just be our own bosses, and we can get back on top. And on this video, I'm going to talk about I want to talk about, just experiences that I've had on my job that kind of made me feel the way I feel about jobs and the whole corporate industry. I mean, the whole corporate world. First of all, I think that the corporate world is very phony. It's very fake. It creates a lot of, tension. I think that in a lot of ways that it drives people nuts because they're forced to get up, at a ridiculous time in the morning, go to this place that they really don't want to be to. And then on top of that, they have to deal with, people who are fake and phony and pretend to like them when they really don't. And they have to pretend to like it, They got to walk around with a smile on their face, have their heads in a computer 24 hours a day, and if not longer. And, I've experienced a lot of things on this new job that I'm working on so far that kind of contributed to my feelings about the corporate world and these jobs. There are a lot of things that you have to be careful for on these jobs. Like like what I said earlier, phony people, You have a lot of people on these jobs who will try to get you screwed if they don't like you for whatever reason. Like I feel like that's been happening to me already. Since I first started this job, I knew automatically they're trying to get rid of me. They want me out of here. Because every day since I first walked in there, I've dealt with, people just looking at me funny. Every time I would say something to them, they just say something completely rude and disrespectful and out of the way for no reason whatsoever. And remember that time when I told y'all about that girl who made that comment, I think we should get rid of him, about, to my supervisor, acting like they were just kidding around. I knew they weren't just kidding around, because it's been that way on every single job that I've had. Every job. And and a lot of it, well, I'm going to say all of it comes from jealousy. Because people in the area where I live, not many people, care too much about fitness and everything. And every time I go to my job, I do everything that I gotta do. It seems like they can't wait for me to screw up on this job so they can say, oh, we gotta let you go. Like you gotta get out of here. And the thing that really pisses me off about it is how unfair it is. It's not fair that you fight for this job because you need the money, and then people want to screw you over because they have some petty jealousy or envy because of how you look or whatever you have. This is something that I go through every single day. You know, every day when I'm on my job, even on the way to work. You know, the guy's taking me to work and he's giving me a hard time, you know, talking about all this political nonsense that I really don't care about. And, you know, and on top of that, he keeps touching me, you know, trying to, you know, feel on me and stuff. And then he gets me to work late, you know? And a lot of these things, you know, like on these jobs, the reason why I say like the whole corporate energy is fake, because when people are on a job or are trying to get rid of you, it's easy to see it. It's not hard to tell. And you can tell by the way they treat you, the way they talk to you. Some people will say things to you just to try to get you to respond and say something that hurt their feelings so they can go run into your supervisor and tell on you and get you in trouble for something petty and stupid. You know? And you know, I've had someone do that to me already, and I know that they're really trying to get rid of me. They're trying to get me off this job. You know? Even your own people will treat you wrong on these, you know, this corporate world stuff, you know. That's why I say, instead of wasting our lives getting up going to work for somebody else, we need to start finding ways to, you know, start our own businesses, do our own thing, you know, instead of having to go to work, go to this place that you really don't want to be, and have to call somebody else your boss and take crap from a bunch of people who don't like you for whatever petty reason. You know, for people who are trying to get rid of you. And these people like this, I learned a long time ago that you can't trust anybody on these jobs, because a lot of people, they'll pretend to like you, they'll pretend to be your friend and everything, but they know deep down in their heart of hearts that there is nothing they would love more than to see you get screwed. That's why I say the corporate world is fake, is phony, and it, you know, we need to find ways not to have to deal with it. You know, there are other ways to survive and make money, you know, and reach your goals in life, besides having to, you know, take crap from a bunch of petty people, a bunch of haters, you know. And this is my video. Let me know how y'all feel about the things I'm saying in the comments. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.